So there's a lot to get through this morning, and to be honest, it's really exciting. There is so much to talk about because it continues the momentum that Stockport's had over the last few years, and you know we want everything today, don't we? We want everything faster. But there is a huge pipeline of stuff that we're going to see on the slide. So I think the first one is Stockport in the news, and this just gives some sense of what other people are saying about Stockport. You know, we're all bought in. We've drunk the Kool-Aid, but you know, Stockport is really a place that is being noticed far and wide, and on there somewhere is best places to live in 2023. It's the best place, according to a Times, for first-time buyers. One of the 12 best places in the UK for first-time buyers. According to Sky News earlier in the week, it's one of the 12 best places to retire in. So we've got the start and we've got the end. Not quite sure what we're doing about the rest of it. So yeah, there is absolutely a positive sentiment about what's going on in Stockport. And we'll go through a number of schemes, just really to give you an update as to where we are with them, just to show that there is that pipeline. So first of all, Stockport Exchange, we're building 64,000 square feet of new offices at Stockport Exchange that should complete by Christmas. We've just got a car park, which is top middle there, which again will be opened and will serve all that tenant car parking need in Stockport Exchange, both in these phases and future phases. And there's a little bit of a theme running through these slides, and it's really important. I say this a lot when I stand up and do these talks. The slides on the left-hand side there, certainly the bottom two slides on the left-hand side, animation is really important in what we do in the town centre, and it's not just about building big shiny buildings. That's dead exciting, but it's not a thing in itself. We do these things because we want to create jobs, we want to create homes, we want to create leisure opportunities for people in Stockport, and the animation keeps that going. And working with Mike and the bid really cements that and means that we do get talked about in the headlines we showed on the previous slide. We're on site with BHS. By February of next year, we'll create the 2 retail units you can see in the top left-hand slide for JD and Poundland to go into, and they're signed up for those already. And again, we'll start to change the face of retailing in the heart of the town centre. There you go, Mersey Innovation Centre. I'm not sure I need to say too much on this, but this was redundant retail space. We used to have a gym, and then we had some go-karting in here. And the conversion of this space is absolutely phenomenal. And what it does is repurpose retail space that, if we're all being honest, was never going to be retail space again. But think about other uses we can bring into a town centre that help town centre businesses, because we will have, how many people we're going to have working out here, Rob?
Probably about 200, 150, 200.
So 200 here. We've got stock over the road where we'll probably have another 400 or 500 people working in there. And these are all people who need to have a haircut or buy a butty or whatever you do when you're in the town centre. And that's part of our strategy about bringing some of that back into the town centre to help support the retail offer that we've got. And again, part of that is just making the town centre more attractive. So whilst it's been a bit of a pain for some of the businesses in the room, I'm sure what we end up with is brand new public realm that's a lot more attractive. You can see, I don't think we've shown these before, you can see some glimpses of the furniture that's going back into the public realm. And again, one of our other themes for Mersey particularly is making it family friendly, and again, making loads of reasons for people to come into the town centre. So absolutely that thing about animation and wanting to be here. With Mersey and the management team at Mersey, this was their idea. This isn't our idea. They said, why don't we have a pop-up shop and we can give retailers an opportunity to come and try out retail in Mersey to see whether or not we can generate businesses that want to continue to retail on a full-time basis in the town centre. And the two images we've got on the right-hand side there are the first two businesses that started off in the pop-up shop and have now taken permanent space in Merseyway. So, we all know, hopefully, retail isn't dead. There is still absolutely a place for retail in our town centre, and this is a way of incubating that retail in the same way that the businesses we incubate in here might end up in stock or might end up in Stockport Exchange at some point in the future. Stockroom. So Stockroom is kind of over there. It's what was the former Top Shop and Topman, but also round the corner onto Atlington Walk into Mothercare, and there's about 47,000 square feet of space in there, which is is a huge chunk of space that we're looking to bring new library offer, new heritage and culture offer, some community space and some other bits and pieces into this space, again, right in the heart of our town centre, to give people more reasons to come to the town centre. And this will be, a kind of, I'm not quite sure what a state-of-the-art library offer is, but a state-of-the-art library offer, which is about all the other things that modern libraries now do. And again, putting it right in the middle of a town centre to help with those linked journeys and reasons for coming into a town. Markets done about, I could do an hour just on this alone, I suspect. And I know we've got some businesses in here who are either up at the marketplace or down in the underbanks. And there's a process of change going on in the markets and underbanks, as there is across the whole town centre, that is capturing the imagination of what we can do with independent retail and what we can do with independent food and drink. And that continues. So we've got some images on there of stuff that's been done, but top right and top middle are a few more schemes that are about to come forward. We will see Alfredo's social open in Winters over the course of the next week or so. We've got some news to come on the ground floor with the White Lion. And every day there is something different happening down there. And for those of you who don't know Peter Hames, who's our Townscape Heritage Manager, who's responsible for bringing all this forward, go and find him. He's dead tall, you can't miss him. But go and find him and talk to him about what opportunities exist down there. And street art, and again going back to that point about animation, reasons for people to come and experience the town. So we already have 5 murals scattered around the town centre, and we're out at the moment for another 4 of these that chimes with Stockport Town of Culture, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a minute, but also making it a more attractive place to come and experience. And it's not just about independent retail and food and drink in the underbanks. There's also some residential also now going back into the underbanks. So the site at the bottom is up on Churchgate, where Hall & Co are now on site. They promised me there's going to be a crane on site. We love cranes. But they promised me there's going to be a crane on site next week or so. And they're also, when we get into the new year, about to demolish the 4 units next to Winters to recreate what used to be an old hotel back at the turn of the 20th century, with apartments on the upper floors and co-working space on the ground floor. Again, just creating more of a mixed community down in the underbanks. And we've got a whole slide on activities and animation because that's how important it is. And again, just look at the range of stuff here that's gone on. So we've got crazy races, we've got the beach in Merseyway, a whole range of activity and animation that it's not all the council delivering that. In fact, in most cases, it's not the council delivering it. It's partnership working, which is really one of our key mantras about how we can get stuff done in the town centre. But it gets people into the town, gets them to experience what's going on, gets them to see the change. Yeah, we used to hear a little while ago, I've not been to Stockport for 10 years. It's not like it was 10 years ago. Look round, things have changed. And on the subject of things changing, Debenhams has been empty for a little while. Again, we have some news to announce in Debenhams that unfortunately I'm not ready to announce today, but kind of nearly there. But our longer term ambition is to bring the hospital from Stepping Hill into the town centre. And again, thinking about the economic benefit of that and the footfall that will drive, Debenhams is one site together with the car park at Eaton Lane, which is the solution to that. At Stockport Interchange, this is the project that is almost certainly closest to my heart. I feel like about it forever. We have one of our partners in the audience who is involved in the interchange. I feel like you could do this bit, Nigel. You don't need me to do it.
I'm sat here with my sunglasses all the bright lights. So
I won't put Nigel on the spot. But yeah, this is a huge, really visible transformational project for the town. You can see it as you come over the valley. You can see it as you go down the A6. This has been probably 8 years in the making. And not only does it deliver a new bus station, which will be fully electrified, so a fleet of 170 electric buses by the start of 25 coming out of there, but we've also, in what seemed like a good idea a little while ago, built a 2-acre green park for everyone in the town centre to use, right in the heart of the town centre. We are building 196 new homes in the tower block that you can all see. But as importantly, we're linking the train station to the town centre with 2 pedestrian and cycling bridges that mean you don't have to do the walk that I have to do fairly regularly down the A6, which isn't the greatest walk. So you could get from the train station to Warren Street without having to go anywhere near traffic. And this opens up the riverside. This will be a fantastic asset for the town centre. Due to open the park of the bus station start of March, residential finishes at the end of June next year. So again, we're within touching distance of this being finished. And again, you can go over on the train, you can see the progress that's being made. And then next to that, we have Weir Mill. So again, Weir Mill is on site at the moment. Just a sneak peek there of what it looks like inside. But if anyone follows Capital and Centric on LinkedIn, you'll see a bit more details to what they're doing in there. But 253 new homes, new public realm, again, opens up the riverside. And this is the work of the Melbourne Development Corporation in changing 130 acres to the west of our town centre. And there's some schemes that aren't even on this slide. So there's a scheme on the old car wash site that will bring 73 new affordable homes into the town centre. And there's really getting some momentum in terms of that delivery. The ambition of the MDC is 4,000 new homes in the town centre by 2035. I can already point to where 2,500 of those are going to be. And with still 12 years to go, we're in a really strong position with that pipeline. And this is our next big thing in terms of pipeline. So the MDC has been assembling land for probably 3 years now to give a big opportunity for at-scale residential development that we can control the quality and we can control the green space and the look and the feel of it, because we're in a joint venture partnership with English Cities Fund, who are a big investor in Regeneration, and they've got Legal and General and Homes England sat as the money behind that. And again, just some early imagery. We're doing some work at the moment about the planning of it. We'll come out and do some consultation on it probably early in the new year, just to see what people think of what the master plan looks like. And we will be in planning later next year as to what the actual detail of that's going to be. And again, just a couple of other schemes in the Melbourne Development Corporation. So the site behind the college at Shaw Heath, St Thomas's Gardens. Again, we're on site at the moment. We're building 68 affordable homes on there, some of which are in the Grade 2 listed workhouse, which is the building across the middle. But we're also building a new model of intermediate care in there. So that kind of step up and step down from hospital, making sure people can be re-enabled back into their own homes quicker, and you don't need to make that step to hospital. And again, we're working closely with our colleagues in adult social care as to what that design needs to be in green space and community feel and all age. That's really important in this space. And then Royal George Village, which is the site next to the college, which I think we can all agree probably looks a little bit worse for wear. It's about to be dropped. So unfortunately, the original developer on that went into receivership. It's about to complete to another developer at the end of this month, and they've just been awarded £8 million of grant money from the Combined Authority to make sure we can do this and do it quickly, because again, it's really important in terms of that pipeline and that pace and that momentum.